Hey, what's up? So, we hit 6.5k subscribers like a month ago. Maybe almost 2 months ago, actually. I don't remember. But, I said I would do a Q&A. I'm finally getting to it. I kind of forgot. A lot of stuff kind of happened between, now and then. But it's okay. I'm here now. We're gonna get into some questions. There aren't a ton of questions this time around, I don't think, but that's okay. Because you know what? We're gonna have fun with this. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna start with the one question I got, the one reply I got on Twitter from my buddy Star. For one, what would you say was like one of the games you enjoy playing the most? Definitely One Shot would be one of the games, that's for sure. Obviously, whenever like any new Cataboy releases, I'm always like excited to just play that, and I always enjoy the games, so there is that. I definitely have had some pretty enjoyable moments playing stuff like EToH and all that. There's probably a couple F&F mods and stuff as well that I definitely enjoyed. I mean, I definitely say Monster of Monsters is one that like I've particularly enjoyed playing, and have particularly enjoyed for a while. So yeah, there's just a lot of games I've really enjoyed. I don't know which one I said I'd enjoy the most. If you're talking like my favorite, probably like One Shot, but like just enjoy the most, yeah, I don't know. There's quite a few games I think that could like kind of fall under just like general enjoyment. For 2.0 season stuff, would you say there's like any specific core themes or narrative stuff of that sort they thought about recording the story of them? I mean, yeah. I need to develop it more, because like I haven't really done a ton of writing with like these characters and all that. I got like all their ideas. I got all the ideas. Like I planned all this stuff out for like these characters, and like, you know, just a lot of core stuff about them. The main thing is mostly just kind of like at some point I want to mess around with just kind of looking at just kind of a lot of like mental aspects of just different issues these characters have and how they try to like overcome kind of deal, while also dealing with someone who is more than willing to tap into those fears to cause problems and stuff like that. It's basically just, how do you face your fears? That's kind of what I was thinking of, especially when it comes to like characters like Umbra, who was like, ooh, what's your greatest fear? Okay, now here is Evil Nightmare that's as realistic as it can be. Have fun with that. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, it's mainly just like a lot of stuff I'd also just would want to do, was just kind of just have these characters interact with each other, just kind of build them up, show off their connections with each other kind of deal. Like just simple stuff, but like I like keeping these a little more simple. For 3, if you could like have a big project about them, what would you want to make for them? Oh, definitely like I definitely would. The first idea would definitely be like a game, like a Cato like fan game, basically. I think that'd make the most sense. The only issue with that is kind of like trying to figure out how would I go about like, because I got a lot of the characters for a game like Cataboy, and like the only issue would just kind of be like, how do I like have all these characters show up and like be important in some way, because I love all my characters. I want them all to be important in some way. So like, you know, I could maybe do I've also had the idea of like, okay, platformer could be fun, maybe like an RPG kind of game could be interesting. I've definitely thought of like, what if I were to take my OCs and like throw them into like a FNAF world type of thing. I think that could be pretty interesting, and that could like definitely make it a bit easier to have everyone do something kind of deal. Outside of that, I mean, if we're not talking about video games, I do want to like animate some stuff, or like maybe like a webcomic kind of deal. Problem is that kind of stuff just takes a long time, and I'm someone who really struggles with sticking to like doing big projects, especially as my motivation is very on and off. So it's kind of like, yeah, that I want to like get to the point where it's like I have the time and energy to like do some like ongoing project, but that would be, we'll see about that. And for as an opposite to the first, which do you consider the games you've hated playing the most? I don't know, insert like probably some sort of .exe game or something. I'm like, we can those games can be either like actually pretty decent or just a drag. I mean, obviously there's like Sark 666 .exe. I feel like that would be like the first thing that would pop into people's heads, especially with how like big my video on the game is. That video is almost a year old actually. Dang, that's crazy. I also hated playing Rainbow.exe. That game just dragged on so much. It was so boring. I also think Sally.exe IF3 was kind of BS at times, but it could have been worse. I almost forgot about Blue Sky, because I posted this here. Anyways, do you know that Bandai Namco game about drums? If you talk about Taiko, yes, it is very fun. I like it a lot. Question 2, could you react to, what is this? Yeah, anime, I have no idea. I don't know what this is, and I just did a Google search, and I'm more confused. I didn't see anything in particular, so I don't know, probably not, but I have no idea what this even is. Time for some YouTube comments, and the first one is interesting. What do you think your OC and the rest of them, if you want, smells like? And how fluffy are you from a scale from -2.7 to meow? Okay, I don't know. I feel like Naito would probably... lavender. There we go. Lavender. I smell like lavender. You know? And fluff, I mean, it can vary. I think usually I'd prefer to be like a 5. Maybe a 6 on occasion. How's life been, dude? Would you play my totally not malware innocent video game? Oh, heck yeah. It's not totally not malware and it's innocent? Oh, how could I say no? Anyways, I know this was as like a month ago, so things were a little different, but now I'm just like, you know, I'm doing okay. Just kind of enjoying my summer so far. Got some trips and stuff I'm looking forward to. I will say things have been a little like frustrating with like the YouTube stuff and just general like trying to like job stuff. Last semester I struggled to get any sort of job. It was a bit rough, and also just YouTube has just kind of slapped me in the face this year. It's been kind of unfortunate, and I won't lie, my motivation's been very like, it's been waning a bit, and it tends to be very on and off as is. Lately it's just been kind of like I've been starting to just kind of not want to do stuff just because of just how like I put a lot of time into stuff, but it never seems worth it. But like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Otherwise I'm doing okay. Things have been chill. How huggable is your OC from 1 to 10? Probably like a 7, maybe an 8. I don't know. How's your day going? Going fine. And out of all the little characters you made, which is/are your favorite? See, that's hard for me to pick because I love all my characters and they're awesome and amazing. Even Umbra, who sucks and is evil and a piece of crap, I still love him because he's evil and a piece of crap. I don't know. Like, that's just... yeah, that's hard for me to pick. I love all my little guys. They're so awesome. I guess if I had to pick like 1 or 2 of them, just off of just the fact they've been around the longest, and like I feel like I have them like, I feel like in general they kind of mean the most to me overall. It'd probably be QnA and Yuki. They just like, you know, they've been around since like what, November of 2022, I think. Yeah, something like that. And like, there's just, I've kept them around for so freaking long. And like, yeah, it's just they've kind of helped with like getting ideas for stuff and just paved the way for just getting more involved in stuff online with the Cattle community and all that. And just in general, I don't know, I just like their characters. I like all my characters, personalities and stuff, but like, you know, if I had to pick, it'd probably be those 2. Yo, congrats, dude. What are your 3 favorite Roblox games you played so far? I mean, EToH probably would have to be one of them, right? I mean, I guess just kind of mainly cause like for the characters and the lore and stuff. I do really enjoy Dandy's World. I haven't played the game much lately, but like I just kind of haven't gotten myself around to doing it. I've heard the new stuff the game's been getting has been pretty interesting though, so I'll have to check it out at some point. And then I guess for a third one, Darkest Hour is pretty fun though, I will say, from what I've played of it. And to be fair, I have been wanting to get back into like checking out Nullscape, because that game looks really cool, and from what I've played, it's pretty fun. So probably one of those 2, I think I'd have to pick for like a third one. Hey, what are all of my characters' favorite cereals, or failing that, what cereal do you think represents them? Also, can T even eat cereal or anything for that matter? T has a screen for a face. Yeah, T probably wouldn't be able. T would not be able to have cereal. He'd definitely be curious about the taste of it though. That might be something. That might be an idea I'll have to like throw together at some point in the future though. That could be kind of funny. Also, this is in the video. Show that one art piece of Cataboy from 2011 on screen. Okay, here you go. Yay. Well, congratulations. So here are a couple of questions. When did you meet Cataboy and his fandom? I've definitely answered this like I think every Q&A I've answered this, but I'll say it again. It was Luigi Kid Gaming. He played the games back when they were newer and all that. It's like I saw the thumbnails pop up. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I went to go check it out. I'm like, oh, hey, these are pretty cool. And then I got more involved with the fandom after Trouble in Loveland released, and I played through that. And then I played through the rest of the series, and then the rest is history, you know? From there, I started getting more involved with, like, the Kato community and, like, just stuff like the Discord server and all that. Back in, like, the old Kato server. Like, this was back in, like, 2020, like, 2 or whatever. Like, this is old stuff. Which game genres do you like the most? I tend to enjoy, I mean, obviously rhythm games I definitely enjoy. I do enjoy horror games quite a bit. I also do enjoy RPGs and stuff, especially like action RPGs or like, you know, like JRPGs kind of deal. Like like those are always fun for me. What game gives you the most inspiration? I mean, I feel like the obvious answer, I mean, to like most people, I'm sure the obvious answer would probably be like Cowboy, but also, I mean, FNF was definitely something that kind of inspired my art style for a little while, and definitely something that like it was based off of that, or I try to go based off of that. Like it was kind of, FNF was kind of really what started getting me to like start drawing a lot more and just kind of like doing stuff with that. So I definitely gotta thank you for that. You know, obviously Cataboy for just ideas galore for characters and scenarios and stuff. I don't know, maybe like Undertale to an extent, just because of like, I've thought of several like just like alternate universe like AU ideas for like my characters, and like even like Naito and stuff. I'm like, I've been thinking of making like an Underfell version of Naito. I think that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I feel like the main two would probably be Cataboy and FNF. But like, you know, here's mine. Also, good job. Oh my goodness, that's quite a few questions. I'll go ahead and just say it now. Like, I mean, I don't mind this time around because there's not really a ton of questions overall. But like next time, let's try to keep it to like, I said like try to keep it to like a question or two. Let's try to keep it to like a question or two next time. I might make an exception if I'm like, if it's like, oh, it's a buddy, maybe I'll make an exception there. But like, you know, let's just, yeah, I'll answer all of them just because like it's fine. I'll be generous here, but like, yeah, let's see. Which by any means try fan games that the workout trolling exists. I don't remember being live. Well, there's the actual gameplay value specifically for Cataboy. Check out my Cataboy fan games video. I did play a couple. I definitely would be interested in playing more fan games. I'm like, there's not a ton of them out there, so, but like if there's any Cataboy fan games out there y'all want me to check out, or like anything y'all are making right now, let me know. I would love to play some more Cataboy fan games. I do want to like, I would love to share more stuff with like this like little series, because I think that'd be awesome. Make a part 2 to that video, that'd be funny. But anyway, legendary one and only engineer. If we're talking about just like engineer TF2, because I assume that's what we're going off of here, he's pretty cool. I don't want to play him, but like he's pretty cool. What do you think makes like original character interesting? Like the things that move the character from "man, it's alright" or "burn with fire" to "hey, this is kind of good territory." I mean, really, it just kind of boils down like it's just, you know, I mean, design can definitely help. Obviously, like even like a simple design can still like stick out to people, but like it's mainly just kind of like figuring out the personality, how to write the character, like really just doing stuff with your characters. Just random stuff. It doesn't even have to be like a series or whatever. It could just be stupid little doodles, like what I do all the time with my with the characters. So like you just do dumb little things, but like it just kind of shows the characters off a bit more, their personality and stuff, and it gets people to care more about your characters. It's just fun. It's cool. What is your opinion of the general goobers and Cataboy, like the villagers and stuff? I mean, I've made it clear I really like Floaty Boy. Floaty Boy is definitely a favorite. I also like Bouncy Boy and I like Melty Boy. I think they're pretty silly as well. I don't know. They're silly little guys. Cheese is also cool. Please enlighten me on your OCs. I'm not sure how many you've got. All the feeling or Kid or Yuki. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for like the Cataboy OCs, Kirai, Yuki, Galaxy, Iki, Lucky, Blue Moon, Kit, Yoko, Hana, Leaf, and T. And then also Umbra. He's a bum. And that's just for like Cataboy OCs. I have like 1 or 2 OCs and like from like other like games and stuff, but also haven't really done much with them, so. More of a joke question, what do you think of other OCs? Like the ones you see with other people? I think other people's OCs are cool. And more people should make Cataboy OCs because that would be very awesome. I like seeing other people's characters. I think it's pretty cool. And, you know, it'd also be pretty cool. You should like make your own Cataboy OCs. And you know what? Like, it would be so peak. And even if you can't draw, start learning, because like it'd be awesome. It would be so awesome. It'd be so cool. And yeah, I like seeing other people's OCs. And then the last question we got here: what is your OC reliable to? More, I guess. What does it? I don't know what that means, but what does it mean to you? I mean, I think of Naito as more of kind of like a lot of myself, like a lot of me in that character, and just kind of like my own like quirks and stuff. And then for like my OCs, I do like to put a lot of like myself into my characters, and just various like attributes and just kind of, you know, just stuff. It's like really like there's a lot I could go over, and that would take a while. Plus, a lot of it's kind of like not exactly the happiest stuff, so maybe like I don't want to end these off on a downer note. But like, yeah, I put a lot of myself in my characters, so just from that alone, there's a special connection with like me and my characters, and it's pretty nifty. But yeah, that's basically all the questions. Again, not a ton of questions this time, but that's okay. Maybe next time I do a Q&A, it'll be a little bit more eventful. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys again for 6.5k, or at this point, it's been way past that. I'm still kind of holding out hope maybe we can hit 10,000 by the end of the year. With how things have been going so far, though, I kind of doubt it. But you know what? It'd be kind of cool. I feel like we were getting to that point, but hey, what can you do? I'm hoping things start to pick up again. I'm hoping things start to really just start like escalating in terms of just like more attention, more views again, because like it was going so well last year, and this year's been a struggle. But you know what? I'll keep trying, hopefully, and you know, hopefully we can start seeing, we'll see some more cool stuff in the future. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.